Welcome to watch-highres channel. In this video, I'll be reviewing one of my new watches. It belongs to brand SKMEI, and when we turn back the dial, it is 1841 model. At the back, we can see the metal surface with a 4-screw and 50-meter water resistance. One of the things that I like is SKMEI is putting the type of the battery that use CR2025, and it's a good touch. You know which battery that you have to purchase before opening the watch. And starting with the strap, it is a resin strap, like the case. This is a resin case. This is like a Casio reminiscence watch, but I don't see anything similar to this, like same watch. I didn't find anything, but if you know a similar Casio model, please send the link below. So this is not an exactly homage, but similarity watch. I can describe the Casio AE-1500 series. They have a G-Shock style casing, but screen is very similar to this model, and especially screen layout. As you can see, we will talk in a minute. And this is by far a large watch, and I will use the compass soon. The strap has different style holes, and at the end of the strap there is an extrusion which creates a locking system. I will put it on my wrist so you will see it in the video. And as you can see, the design is not just flat. There are curves around this part, and the metal is large, quite large, and looking good enough. Nothing special there. And we have in this color, we have an orange button here, and 50-meter water resistant here, and the chronograph probably around here. And I will take one of the gloves that I have, because I have painted my hands with my printer. Sorry about that. That is why I am using gloves in this video. And as you can see, this is a basic digital watch with many functions. 50mm is more than enough for a lot of people. This is a thick watch, but it doesn't look that thick on your wrist, but it's a large watch. So let's take a compass and see what we have here, because the technical detail you can see on the video around the edge, as always. First of all, it's a round shape, so when we do the measurement like this in empty areas, and it will be around, if I squeeze it, it will be around 43 millimeters. But when you include the buttons, because buttons are thicker, I will do it, and it becomes 47. So it is a large watch, and the thickness is around, yes, it looks like 13. Yeah, it's around 13 millimeters. So it's a large watch, but it's not going to be looking too large on the wrist. By the way, my wrist size is 18 millimeters, so it's not a big wrist. So you can compare it with yourself. And like I told you, at the edge you'll find a locking mechanism, and it locks on like a diver watch style. So the strap is much more quality than you'll think for this price. By the way, this watch is $10. That's why I've added to my collection. And when you hit the orange button here, you can see it in the dark, you can see it in the light way from a distance, so it looks awesome with the light. But it's a black screen. The only downside with the black screen, you don't see it if you don't move around the watch, because it's also a problem with the negative screen Casio style. As you can see, you can't see the Casio as well. This is a negative screen problem, not this watch's problem. But if you choose it like this, this could be an issue. Just think about it. The white and black reverse normal digital screens are way better to see outside. So if you're going to use it more outside, and if you care about this too much, so you should go with the not reverse screen, but the regular digital screen. By the way, the colors are different than the Casio colors. Negative, as you can see, negative screen is black and white style, but in this, as you can see, They have color in the numbers. The most interesting part that I like the most, let me just take the watch out and show it in up close. As you can see, set button, adjust button, and mode button. And here's the light button. So there is a lot of text on the screen, but it doesn't get into way of the design simplicity. So SKMEI brand is over the top, and it's similar to a Casio size. For this model, as you can see, Casio logo size is very, very similar, so it doesn't attract you that much, and I like the design overall. So the idea is behind this, you know which button to push. So this is a good idea, in my opinion, because some of the Casio models that I have with similar tuning, similar button layout, they have this text at the back of the watch here. So you can make the adjustment. But if you don't remember it, like if you have couple of watches, like more than 5, you don't remember every settings of every watch. If you're not a Casio like obsessed person, and if you know every button, then that is not an issue. But if you're like me, every time you take the watch and if you need to calculate the watch or recalculate the watch after changing the battery, so this is easy way to go, like mode button, set button, adjust button, and light button. Easy to see, but not to disturb you. So numbers are big, so it looks cool. A couple of my friends, I asked them from a distance, what do you think of this watch from a distance? They told me that they think it's a smartwatch. Yes, from a distance, it looks like an expensive Huawei or Samsung style rounded smartwatch. That's a good thing because it has a negative screen and it looks black from a distance. Then when you push the button, it becomes light up. So they think it's a new generation, not like the digital watch, but a smartwatch. So it has the reminiscence of a smartwatch, but it has also similar design with the Casio AE-1500 series. I will put similar photos if I find it in the editing. So this could be a good alternative watch for $10 range at the discount. And I think the build quality is very good for the price. I've been using this watch over a week, and I've used when I was washing my hands. I use it in the shower. I use it with the car washing. So I think the water resistance is quite good, and 50 meters is more than enough for people. And if you're considering this type of Casio models, like I will later on put a different review, but we have close-up in the channel, World Time Style or Eliminator series, less than 100 meter water resist watches. And if you are into the digital watch stuff, you can definitely choose this watch. It's big, it's filling your wrists, and it's gonna look cool, cooler than you think. The build quality is higher than you might expect from a brand, and I think it will overall impress the one that purchased this watch. Just take a look. I will put the light in. I'm not going to talk about the modes too much, but we have dual time. So I will change it. Alarm and chronometer, of course. But the main thing is bothering me since I'm a Casio user. This is, by the way, a little late. As a Casio user, I must show you one thing. There is no second beep sound. Let's just check with the Casio. Beep. You hear lighter beep. Now you know it is just ended the menu and it's turning back at the start. So we don't have it in the SKMEI, and this is not a fault, but do it again. We are going all over again, but we don't have any different sound. This could be, if you're a Casio lover, just something that you could miss, but otherwise this watch is nearly perfect for the $10, and I think it's going to be a keeper in my collection especially for the $10 range. And around on your wrist, as you can see, there is no gap, not much of a gap, and it's not sticking out too much, so you can dress out with longer dresses. But most of the time I use t-shirt and I'm okay with this style. The best angle is this. Otherwise, some reflections makes this watch like looking a little bit of more cheaper than it sounds. But from a distance, if you have a good angle, and most of the time this watch looks way more expensive. By the way, this Casio is probably 3 times more expensive, 3.5 times more expensive than this SKMEI. I hope this video gave you an idea, and if you're considering 1841 SKMEI, you could definitely purchase it with a good discount price. And if you enjoyed the video, if you want more, just subscribe to the channel and don't forget to like the video, subscribe it and share it. And your opinions are important. If you have been using this watch and if you have an experience, write that down at the comment section below. See you in the next video. Bye.